89.9.
By Hiraya. Oh, by Alamat. It's called Hiraya. Ayan, na-distract ako sa bell mo.
I had to do something.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. There you go.
I had to do something.
I know, right? Song brought to you by the Department of Energy. Magkasama tayo para sa maginhawang bukas ng bagong Pilipinas. You have the power. Energy efficiency starts with you. It's a Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everyone. Hump Day.
Hump day. Hump day?
Hump Day talaga.
Yeah, Wednesday.
We'll Google it, okay? And there is a story behind why Wednesdays are called Hump Days. But welcome to the show, the coolest motoring show on the FM band.
The only motoring show.
Because we're the only one.
Sorry, the coolest.
We have to emphasize that every time.
Every time.
My name's Tina Ryan. With me is...
We Gamboa of Autofocus and Motoring Today.
And I just want to say, did you hear my shout out? Monday, I said hi to you and Tim.
Really?
I congratulated Autofocus.
Autofocus.
Well, they had a successful event over at the Malwa Concert Grounds.
Yes.
The 4-day test drive.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I finally got to ride the Tamaraw.
So how was it?
Doon lang, nakasakay lang ako.
Oh no, you were actually a part of the cutoff already, right? So you were
I got
able
cut
to...
off. I wasn't able to take it outside.
Well,
It's just... And then I didn't have the patience to wait inside the what's that, the course?
yeah,
or
the course. Because the
track?
course, I think, had a very long line.
We had 50 cars in front
And
of
the
me.
cutoff was 6 p.m. driving around the vicinity of MOA.
So, yeah, I literally rode the Tamaraw and drove it for maybe 50 meters.
Uh-huh.
And then I stepped out. Kumain na lang ako, Sir Jorel. Sir Jorel is our guest, by the way. And welcome again to Pit Stop. Today, we're going to pull over because, man, this is a really exciting day.
Packed show.
I know, right? Dude, we've got like the experts from A1 Driving School. We have the Training and Assessment Development Head, Sir Jorel Cornelio, with us today. Hi, Sir. Sir, lapit pa kayo ng konti sa mic. Ayan. Hindi po nangangagat yan. Ako po ang nangangagat.
Lumayo ka sa kanya.
No, lumuyo po kayo sa akin, Sir Jorel. And of course, a beautiful friend is here. And this I did... Okay, I was 2 years old when I found out about this free. That's some kind of a friend I am. Women on Wheels program, have you heard?
Yeah, of course. Who wasn't?
Well,
No, I'm just
so
making you feel bad.
this Women on Wheels program is an initiative of a good friend, because we're all from Mandaluyong, of Sir Aljun Garcia of A1, and we have the beautiful Mrs. Aluna Garcia with us. My dear friend. Hi, Doc Luna.
Hi, Tia.
Hi, shy tayo today, Doc.
Maya. Warming up.
Guluhin natin si Wee.
Nako.
So anyway, yun nga, Sir Jorel, sobrang haba ng pila nung Sunday.
Actually, we're there.
You were there?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Nice.
What? Did you test drive?
Not me. With my friend Dan.
What? Okay.
We drive a MG car.
Oh, MG.
EV car.
Nice. Kamusta naman po? Binili na ba natin?
There's a lot of difference between the combustion engine vehicle.
Definitely.
Diba?
Okay, for somebody who's been driving forever, diba? I mean, did you like? How was the experience of like?
For us, siguro.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Okay, sige, sir. Anong
There's
masasabi niyo po?
a difference between EVs and
ICEs.
the ICs, no? Medyo hindi ko papil yung EV. Suddenly stops when you release the accelerator.
Yeah.
It slows down.
It's the regenerative braking.
Wait, so does that mean...
Without applying the brakes.
Yes. So, kumbaga yung engine brake niya mas amplified compared to an ICE.
Pero hindi ka naman
It's somewhat
jerk?
it's somewhat jerky. Yeah, it's somewhat jerky.
Okay, because I haven't
But the thing is,
one. Okay.
you cannot really drive it the same. So you have to release a throttle slowly compared to an ICE wherein you put your foot on the brakes kagad when you release the gas.
Okay.
Ito, gradual ang release mo. So it's parang you're braking na again at the same time.
Okay, so that means I just need to test one. Test drive
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Okay, now I'm very interested. Sir Jorel, Kasi naisip ko agad pag training and assessment development head.
Ano
Sila
kayo?
po ba yung nag-a-assess ng mga
Kamote.
sa daan?
Yes.
Okay.
Paano po? Can you please explain your position as assessment development head?
First of all, we are encountering different corporate accounts. So many companies are going with us to assess. In-outsource nila yung assessment driving skill assessment Then we are the one qualifying who's fit to drive.
Wait, so nung
For the
sinabi niya
drivers,
pong...
even experienced drivers.
Okay.
Okay, so they will undergo a written examination for the grades for 25%. Then the actual driving is the 75%. But most of them, they are failing on the written exam. They don't know the names of the road signs. They are not familiar.
Wait, kaya po in-outsource nila. But doesn't A1...
Instead na magkaroon sila ng pool for the assessment of the would-be drivers or employees, this time, in-outsource nila para kami na lang.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay.
Guilty tayo dun, Tina, di ba?
Biglang Tina left the chat group.
Ako din. Medyo guilty ako dun sa written exam.
Yeah.
Kasi yung motorcycle, this is the renewal I'm talking about. So medyo, bagsak ako. I have to say. At least honest ako, di ba? Hindi na tayo magpapakano dito.
No, true naman. True. But first and foremost, Sir Jarrell, how did you get started in the world of driver training, and what do you love most about teaching people, especially in corporate settings?
Actually, I started at A1. First, I am an instructor since 1997. So, I've been in A1 for 28 years So, doing
happy
this,
naman
like I
kayo.
said, okay naman. Very friendly owners.
Yeah, the owners are amazing. Amazing
Parang
people.
lang dabarkans lang
Diba? Kaya nagtatagal ang empleyado pag ang mga bossing maayos.
Okay, yung employer. Yeah.
Okay.
Then yun, later on, hinandle ko nga yung corporate accounts for their yung mga kailangan nila, like defensive driving, the lecture, then this driving skill assessment test.
So, Sir Jarrell, biglang ganun ko. Pag po ba sinakay ko kayo sa kotse ko, kunyari
Yes,
sinama ko kayo mag-drive, malalaman nyo na agad kung anong klaseng driver ako.
Because at the start, I will be assessing you how you will handle your vehicle. Diba? First of all, what is the first thing to do when you are going to drive?
What?
You have to show it to me.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, natakot ako bigla.
You have to show it to me. So,
Guys,
papakita mo.
Boss, ganito yung unang gagawin niya, no?
That's part of the assessment already.
Mag-makeup muna ako, Sir Jarrell. Bababa ko yung vanity, di ba? Ganon. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Luna,
Yes.
did you have to go through this? Like, I mean, being married to the owner of the company, you have to be like the perfect lady driver. What do you think?
Me, with assessment, I think it's very important. I mean, as a female driver,
Yeah,
I did learn
please.
let's keep this honest and
Yes,
transparent. I did learn from a driving school. Diba? It was my cousin who taught me how to drive.
Me too.
And the
Okay.
importance talaga of being confident on the road is being able to be properly educated.
Yeah.
Hindi lang yung marunong ka mag-start and
Marunong ka
mag-paandar ng
magpatakbo,
kotse.
yeah.
And then I realized it when I met Aljo, the moment na pinadrive niya ako.
Kasama
it's
ba
sitting
sa
down.
ligaw yun?
Of course. May dating yun.
Baka kasi aabutin niya yung ganyan, di ba? The moment you sit down, the car, dapat i-adjust mo yung rear view mirrors mo, yung seat mo. There's a proper way of sitting in the car and your hands, di ba? So very particular, A1 with that. And di ba, how you just you can't just turn on the engine. You have to inspect your car. Mga ganda.
Yes.
Para
Oh my gosh,
anything that happens on the road, you're prepared. Diba?
Okay.
And I think confidence comes with proper education in any way. Driving is one. That's why we have a lot of, kamote drivers and riders.
Ako yung
Or not properly educated.
Yes.
talaga.
And diba,
kamote Q ako, Sir Jorel, matamis.
road signs. Road signs lang diba?
Oh my
Ako hindi
God.
ko alam yun, diba? Hindi
Don't
ako
even ask
particular
me.
doon. The colors of the road signs.
Yeah.
Diba, you would learn if you attend like a lecture or, you
Yeah.
know, any like talk. It's very, very important kasi it helps with, hindi it helps. It's a necessity for road safety.
Yeah.
For everyone to recognize road signs.
Feeling ko pag nagbigay ng exam si Sir Jorel, baksak tayo ngayon.
Basta walang motorcycle
Nakaganito na.
I feel you, we. Ganyan din ako sa motorcycle na exam.
Hirap eh.
Sir Jorel,
Mahirap.
ang question ko, when you mentioned earlier, defensive driving, in your honest opinion, the women drivers of the Philippines, ilan pong porsyento ang defensive drivers?
Actually,
This is women lang
Oo, so women lang talaga. I just want to know.
Ako din eh, ako din.
Oo.
Actually, masasabi natin siguro more than half are defensive drivers. But the problem is their attitude and behavior when they are driving.
Tina love the group ulit.
Oh, yun. Marami na yung mainit yung ulo eh. Konting
Yeah.
traffic lang. Oh, naninigaw.
It applies to both genders, I think. To all genders, I think.
Not only for women.
Okay.
Parehas.
Mostly men nga eh, di ba?
Pero tatawa lang ako sa defensive driving. May offensive driving.
Yeah. There's
Yun nga,
an
since-
offensive
yeah.
driving.
Since you mentioned Tina, what exactly is a defensive driver?
Please educate me, Sir Jorel.
And the listeners as well.
Ang defensive driving is more part of safety.
Okay.
Parang kang player ng basketball eh. Magaling kang magbantay.
ganun.
No, not necessarily. You know where you have to slow down, o saan ka iiwas, alam mo kung sino yung nasa all around you, alam mo, nakikita mo. That is defensive.
Gosh, the
driving.
basics pa lang yan, Sir Jorel.
Yes.
Okay.
When you are driving, how often do you look at your mirrors?
All the time kasi kailangan maganda ako.
Yes.
Ibang mirror at
I'm
tinignan
just
niya.
kidding, Sir Jorel.
Pero-
Uy guys, baka maniwala kayo
Being a defensive driver, you should glance at your mirrors, left and right side mirror every 5 seconds. And every 8 seconds at the rear view mirror.
Holy crap.
And
Okay.
every time you are turning, you have to look sideways.
You have to...
Turn
Oh,
your
that I
head
do.
over your shoulder.
I do that, Sir
There are
Jorel.
blind spots.
Yes, I do
Because there are
that.
lots of blind spots. when
Because
you're
dyan po ako bumaksak sa
Practical.
sa practical sa US.
Sa US, yeah.
So I practice that here. But yung every 5 seconds, baksak ako dyan.
Well, ako makaganon din naman. So, it's
skill.
natural na. It's a
Now, just-
natural for me.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's a quick glance lang naman eh. Diba?
Just a glance.
Oh my, ang daming ang dami pa palang kailangang i-review or
Yes.
and is this something that
The rear mirror, ano yun sa akin it's supposed to be the first thing that
Nagpulungan
you do before you start the car.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You adjust
Gosh, I
your
didn't know
mirrors. Adjust your mirrors kasi
Kasi,
No, I know I do that, but not because it's taught, it's because bumabagsak.
yeah.
ano?
I'm just being honest, guys. Pero like, okay, why? Ito na lang. Let's just be real. So for those of you who don't do that, why do you think that is, Sir Jorel? Or even you, Luna? Bakit hindi ginagawa ng tao yan?
Kasi nagmamadali tayo. Like, especially in the morning. Ako, diba, I'm guilty. When you wake up late, ganyan, you have to rush. The moment you get to your car, you just start and like go. Diba? But important, habang umaandar, doon mo na lang adjust, diba?
I mean, that's the norm.
Yes, that's the norm. But, diba, you always think safety, not only for your own, but the other road users as well. Diba? Especially now, with advent of a lot of, anxiety and all on the road, you don't know na, diba, you're like veering na to the left or to the right, diba? Awareness of being mindful of the present moment.
Wow.
So I guess
That's
with
very true.
with road users and drivers or anybody on the road should always be mindful, diba, of
Yes.
everyone's safety and not only your own.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sir Jorel, what makes a corporate driving program different?
Now, yun na nga, in difference, no? Let's say you're applying for a job. Normally yan dun sa mga corporate accounts namin, So, mostly before using a company vehicle, ite-test drive ka nila. And this time, in-outsource nga nila through A1. So kami nagsicertify, if you are fit to drive, then you can use the company vehicle. But if you failed, syempre magkakaroon ka na ngayon ng study. Either you have to, at pag bumagsak ka sa written exam, you have to attend the lecture. Okay? So, pagka bumagsak ka naman sa actual driving, you have to undergo driving lesson. So, para ma-achieve mo na mag-fit to drive ka, ma-assess ka, then pag fit to drive ka, then we can attest. Now, you can use a company vehicle.
Okay.
Which makes
Most of
sense.
most of the corporate clients do that. Hindi na sila yung nag-a-assess ng mga drivers or would-be drivers or employees nila.
Is it the same training for? I'm not sure if my
Actually,
question's
that's not
even
training
right.
anymore. Because you're applying for a job and nagpapahiram sila ng sasakyan, di ba?
I
So you
think
have
the
your driver's license. So now you can drive, pero hindi, tetest ka muna before using one.
Okay. So,
You were saying,
I
Doc
would just
Luna.
like to add, like, for in corporate training, diba, it entails a lot of responsibility because usually yung companies, if you're an employee, you're given a company car. And I guess it's a responsibility, diba, for you to take care of that company property. And of course, before they transfer it to you, they have to be assured that you are already, you know how to drive, and not only drive but an educated driver. Diba? Even with other companies naman, let's say bus companies, diba?
I was
You get
about to
training.
ask.
Yeah, you get training. I remember one time that they had to train like a bus company because of the accidents, when their license to operate gets suspended. You would learn that these drivers were like former pahinantes na napanood lang nila ng yung driver mag-drive. And yet, pag nag-absent yung driver, they're the ones driving the
Sila
bus.
na karelyebo.
And yes, and they're responsible for like 100 of lives na, di ba,
so
nandun.
bad, though.
So talagang
Yeah.
we really have to talagang emphasize na talagang driving is really not yung privilege na talaga. Not everyone should drive.
Yes.
And not everyone is fit to drive.
And I was,
Diba?
yun nga yung tatanong ko sana na parang, the recent news, ang daming aksidente, di ba, Sir Gerald,
just
left and
recently
right?
today.
Oo,
There
di
was
ba, may bago na naman. Yung particular
bus,
sa...
another bus.
Tama sa, ano ba yun yung malaki? Yung pinag-usapan natin last week. Senior moment.
Wait, in SLEX?
SLEX.
SLEX, sorry.
Ano, SCTEX.
Yeah.
The bus.
Yes,
Yeah, the
sir.
bus.
Kayo, Sir Gerald, meron po ba kayong na-suggest kung paano naiwasan dapat yun?
Actually, nangyari yan, yung driver is nakatulog eh.
Talaga po bang nakatulog?
Paano natin siya maiiwasan na gano'n? Pero ibig sabihin, when he was tested, it was positive eh. So illegal use of dangerous drugs eh.
Hoy, hindi ko alam na nag-positive ba?
The one in Naiya was the one negative.
Yeah, that one in
ang dami kasi,
Pero yung
okay.
na-sandwich niya yung dalawang sasakyan,
Yeah.
yung
Oh
more
my
than
gosh.
10 people died in there.
So he was, positive yan.
Positive
Oh,
siya.
man. Oo.
So, I mean, what solution are we looking at?
Actually, tingnan natin there is no driving school for bus.
So,
The assessment na.
There is a driving school nowadays because of this new policy of LTO. Merong school na nagtuturo ng tinatawag na restriction code C. And that is
For the bigger vehicles
the
po.
truck,
okay.
the six-wheeler truck or wing van. But not letter D. Letter D, driver's license code letter D are for bus drivers.
And then how does, like,
There's no driving school for bus.
Wow. I never...
oo nga eh.
Di ba?
Wow.
Are we the only country without a driving school for bus? Tayo lang po ba? Luna, do you
For
have...
trucks, there is.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a different,
Yeah.
different vehicle.
We should really look into that because talagang with the advent of a lot of accidents. Me naman, I'm coming from I've learned this lesson when I heard the interview of one of the survivors,
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
Na yung bus driver, tao yan, sabi niya, di ba? We're human and
Napapagod.
diba, napapagod. So it's really about, taking care also of your employees. Kasama yan eh. It's a factor eh. Hindi lang yung how an expert driver you are, but how long have you been working? How long have you been driving?
Yeah.
So factor yun. It's human error. He accepted that it was human error. And it could happen to anyone. Diba? Kahit gano'n ka-expert mag-drive, diba? Even, expert, mapapagod at magpapagod ka. And somewhere along the way, there would be an accident. Paano may iiwasan yun, diba? So talagang combined efforts yan of a lot of, different organizations or even institutions and even you yourself. Diba?
Yes.
Kung ako yung bus driver, sabihin ko, hinto muna tayo, pwede magpahinga. Parang ganun.
Yeah.
Diba? Self-assessment na lang. I think that's what we have to learn, diba? Yung discipline would always come from us. Hindi naman sa ibang tao magtuturo niyan sa'yo eh.
Yes,
Ang driving school tuturo sa'yo kung paano mag-drive and the rules on the road. But yung attitude, hindi yan natuturo eh. Diba? It would always come from the person. So no matter how good, your driving school is or how intense the training is, pag your attitude is, diba, not really like, very, to driving, dapat may self-assessment ka. Hindi ako kaya mag-drive. Parang gano'n. Huwag ipilit.
Coming from a driving school, both of you, anong definition ng new driver sa inyo? Like 6 months on the road pa lang or naka-isang taon na, new driver pa rin ba yun considered, Sir Jorel?
Ang consideration natin dyan for new drivers is 1 year.
1 year.
Yes.
Okay. Kasi
You
po,
cannot apply for a professional license unless
nakadrive na ng isang
nakapag-drive ka ng non-pro for 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
ibig
so that's
sabihin,
something I just
if
learned
you don't
again
have a
today.
professional driver's license, hindi ka pwede mag-drive ng for passengers.
I see.
Diba?
Okay.
So, dapat magtagal ka
Crystal
muna
clear.
as a non-pro driver.
Okay, so
Grabe naman to si Papa Jesus. Jesus talaga yun. Jesus.
Okay.
Gun, doctors, architects, etc. Lahat yan may lisensya. And lahat yan kaya din pumatay ng tao. Just like driving. Papa Jesus, kalma lang.
Inaantay ko yung question niya.
kalma naman tayo.
Ito ang question ko.
Baka ano?
The new drivers that are tuned in, what's your number one safety rule, Sir Jorel? If you could teach just one habit to every new driver, ano po yun?
Every time you're going to use your vehicle, you should check first your vehicle. One, we called it the walk around. You have to walk around your vehicle to see the exterior condition of your vehicle.
Oh my gosh.
If you have a flat tire
Oh,
or
Oo nga.
you have a loose
Oh my.
Then when you get
tail light.
inside, you have to check what we call it, the blow baguettes for LTO, di ba?
I'm sorry, ano po?
The battery, brakes, lights, oil, water.
Iba yan, Tina.
You have to check eh.
Blow baguette?
Oo, para malaman mo na your vehicle is in good condition.
Ano po yan? Brake?
Lights,
Lights?
oil, water,
Oh my God.
the battery,
Okay.
then your
Sir Jorel,
accessories.
bubuksan ko talaga yun
gas.
everyday? Ganon?
Yes, you have to check. Okay. How long do you park your vehicle? Let's say overnight.
12 hours?
Oh, then hindi mo napansin na ginamit mo yun at the time na nagpark ka, meron palang leak ng oil. Or even the water, hindi your radiator.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that okay?
Then,
It will stop your
ginamit mo
vehicle.
yung sasakyan mo. Oh, all the while, nagbe-blink na lang yung yung oil sign, yung indicator ng oil. Oh, paano mo ngayon may magagawa yun? Oh, nasira na yung fuel pump mo o
Bigs.
kulang ka na ng langis. Then lalaki na yung breakdown kasi masira na yung engine mo.
Dahil hindi mo chinek
Chinek
bago ka.
before you use it.
Is
So
that-
magkakaroon ka ng breakdown on the road. Yun ang malaking hassle.
Is that something you do? Honestly.
Yeah, I have
Really?
to say, yeah.
Okay. And yeah.
I'm not gonna pull my dad's name down.
See,
I have to.
Tuna Pasta says regular KM check, kilometer check ba
Yes,
tawag doon?
kilometer
Okay.
check.
Kilometer
What is okay. What is that? Babalong. Ano po yung regular kilometer check, Sir
Kilometer
Jorel?
check.
Actually, it's
Yeah,
for the oil.
Okay.
Okay. For every 5,000 kilometers, you have to replace your oil. And while replacing it, you have to replace the oil filter. So that is already a periodic maintenance. It depends on your oil, ah. If it's just a regular oil, every 5,000. But if it synthetic oil, that's every 10,000.
Yes. So what do you put ba?
Oh, so you have to record the mileage
Cooking
or
Just for the
odometer.
Minola.
Cooking oil. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay, magaling lang po talaga ako mag-drive, Sir Jorel. But but he has to be my passenger for him to say that.
Yeah.
Luna, being a female driver, is that
Yes.
something that you made a habit of?
Yes, because I have a,
Feeling
may
ko
taga-check
bagsak ka.
ako, bagsak
Yeah.
ako. Kasi pag siya yung passenger ko, he would always check on how I drive, even with, how you use your signal lights.
What?
Diba?
Don't you just signal
And
lights?
your stopping distance.
Okay, the stopping
diba?
distance
Stopping
has to be
distance,
one car,
diba?
diba?
Oh, yeah.
Or one
Or
car.
when you see the
The rear tires.
The rear tires.
Oh.
May mga may mga markings, di ba? When will, and how far along will you signal? Yung things like that.
How
Ang
far?
dami
This
Diba?
you're turning.
You think
Left or
driving is
right?
easy?
How
Hindi.
far do you have to
In
make-
reality, it's not. 'Cause
It's not.
It's risky.
Yes.
First.
That's
Number
why
one, it's
we have a
risky.
psychological test.
What?
Diba when you
Meron din.
sometimes yung mga professional
Oh, yeah,
drivers
yeah,
and
yeah.
us now, diba? It's part of the
Yes.
exam. And diba, kanina Jurel mentioned about the technicalities when you're a new driver. Me naman, it's all about the car. Sinabi ni Jurel. Me naman, I'll share na lang about your preparedness. Diba? You have to be physically fit, mentally fit also. Road rage.
Road
Ganyan
rage
ako. Lahat
is-
kinakausap ko sa daan. Lahat galit ako. Lahat kinakausap ko kasi sarado naman yung windows ko, diba? Diba, ang hirap kasi, diba, when you know,
Yeah.
no matter how safe a driver you are, but paano na yung
The environment around you is-
Diba?
It's
I
something you
always-
cannot control.
I always tell
eh.
my children, I'm not a fast driver. I'm an intelligent driver. Hanggang doon nakikita ko. Kasi you have to anticipate yung mga movements ng mga iba.
Oh my gosh, now
Diba?
that I think about it, I don't even
Yes.
think I looked that far
You
ahead.
cannot look just in the car in
just
front of you.
you have to look through
yes.
his or her windshield.
Left, right,
Para makita
lahat.
mo if how far the car is in front of him or her.
Yes, exactly.
Para preventing a
That's
sudden
why
stop, mga ganun.
I don't go behind mga trucks where I cannot see the cars.
get out of that way.
Yeah.
Get out of that
Yes.
lane. That's
Because
the
your
best thing to
reasoning
do.
is smart.
Yeah,
Like your reasoning
yeah,
is, it makes sense.
Yes.
Ako, I avoid because I just want to see what's in front of me.
Ay, hindi. Me, I
Yeah,
have
I don't
to
look
see,
far ahead.
Like yung the view, diba? It's like 180 degree. You have to see left, right. Paano pag may biglang magpunta sa lane mo? You have to anticipate. That's how
Do you
being
know how to
defensive
change a
driver,
car
yeah.
tire?
Yes.
You know how to change a tire?
Yeah, we were taught that, diba?
is that something
you have to
that-
empower women na change your tire,
Wait.
check on the oil.
Kasama ba yan sa
And,
Women on Wheels?
Yes, that's why. I mean,
Okay.
empowering women on the road.
Okay, so when is the next
Yes.
class?
When you're ready. When you're ready.
Gosh. Let's talk about Women on Wheels. The
Yeah.
Women on Wheels program, which was initiated by the lovely, the handsome husband. How long has this been around?
Oh,
Because
it's
I
been
feel
a while.
stupid
So,
not
parang
knowing
decades
this.
na. It's been a program like just there steady, and when there's an opportunity that we get invited to empower women on the road, kasi marami na eh. Before we were so dependent on drivers, but women now very very independent, and not just independent. So what we want is to empower them, to give them confidence while on the road. Kunyari, na-stall sila because of flat tire. You can't just call in the middle of, nowhere.
Sabi ko nga kay Sir Gerald,
Diba?
ano naman Sir Gerald, gagawin ko, tawag ako sa boyfriend.
Hindi, di ba? Kailangan alam mo. Though mahirap siya, mabilis lang naman basta naput mo properly the jack.
Yeah.
And, looks hard, but it's easy
hot
once you
also.
know.
Yeah.
Can I
or
just
how
make-
to jumpstart a car.
Okay, which I learned 2 weeks ago, but I'm
Yeah.
so scared. Takot na takot ako, Sir Gerald, na makuryente.
Hindi ka makakuryente.
Like,
Hindi ka naman makukuryente.
I think this year my goal is to learn how to change
Change
a
a
tire.
tire.
It's one of my dreams.
Let's do it.
Talaga. Can we do that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, women
Then
drivers out
Let's
there.
relaunch the program.
Pero Tina, in all fairness naman, Tina, it doesn't really happen every day, no?
I know, but
So,
you need to be prepared.
Yes,
like Luna
yes.
said,
Yun lang
diba?
naman. Ako, I have never changed a tire. I mean, I never really had to. Pero,
Knowing gives you confidence.
yes,
diba?
but you really have to know how.
Oo nga.
Kasi you have to be prepared.
Sir Jarrell, you wanted to say something.
That is part of the Women on Wheels program. Now, we're going to teach them even changing of oil, changing of tires,
Yes.
changing the bulbs.
Yes.
I'm
Do you know
sorry.
exact-
Magaling ako dyan.
Parang mga
Oh,
dirty
do you know
job siya,
exactly?
pero alam yan,
Isa isang patak ng joy lang
What
naman
will be
yan.
the cost if you are driving with a busted valve?
Hindi ko nga po alam kung
penalty?
nasan yung valve ko.
Oh, may penalty.
There is a penalty if you're using a car with a busted valve.
Oh my
The
God.
bulb, I mean, light bulbs.
The light
So,
bulbs. The rear
Oh,
lights.
yeah,
I
the
had,
bulb.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Not
Signal
valve.
light.
Okay, valve. Okay, bulb. Okay, okay, okay. But I still don't know how to change mine. Nowadays, it's a lot more difficult to drive a car because of the growing number of motorcycles.
Yes.
And then, from Tuna Pasta, Papa Jesus. I mean, for me, regardless if it's synthetic or not, it's every 5,000 kilometers for me. Mas maganda pa rin
Safety.
yung regular oil changing rather than nagbe-base ka sa what type of oil you use. My partner na flatan ng tire, mag-isa, nag-mental breakdown na lang.
That's why, di ba?
Tawagan ko yung partner mo, Papa
Yes,
Jesus.
knowledge is power.
Diba?
I agree,
Knowledge is
100%.
power.
Oo.
Recently, I mean, I was driving with my 2 girls, nag-overheat yung car. Diba? Anong gagawin mo? So,
I would
once
just...
you notice,
Oo nga.
diba?
Ano unang gagawin pag umusok yung kotse?
Ako, nagharap ako ng gasoline station.
Hindi, do you stop right away? Or like how many minutes do I have
na yung
po?
vehicle, baka hindi na siya tumakbo.
Okay.
Diba?
I did not stop.
Talagang mag-i-stop ka na. Pero kung mapapaandar mo naman,
Yung makakaya niyo po itabi.
Makakaya
Opo.
itabi.
Opo.
then siguro, you call for a rescue.
So don't panic is the very first thing.
It's so easy to say, don't panic.
Oo, no.
But when you're there, I think the
Yeah, even the men.
Yes.
Kasi if you don't really know how, or actually what to do in that particular situation, pagkapanik ka talaga eh. So, how do you teach the drivers not to do so?
Based on their experience, they are driving for so long, mostly yan, alam na nila yung gagawin nila, hindi na sila nagpapanik. New drivers siguro magpapanik.
Yeah, I think it gets to have a lot of experience for you not to panic. Panic is accepted. Everyone panics. Pero once a few seconds, you'll get over it and be able to,
It's easy to call naman a friend.
Sabi nga ni Papa Jesus, call boyfriend or daddy.
Oh, yeah. That's what I do before.
Oy, very efficient yung natin.
Not my boyfriend.
The
My
Skyway Patrol, very efficient. Sila.
Really?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
we'll talk
yes.
about that. Our friends from A1 are here. Doc Luna, she's a dear friend, and I didn't know she's part of Women on Wheels. Where have I been hiding? We have with us Sir Jarrell Cornelio, the Training and Assessment Development Head as well. We will take a short break and more of your questions and your comments after the break, so please do not go anywhere.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. For those who just tuned in, this is Pit Stop. I'm Tina Ryan, and earlier I played a song from
BGYO.
Ulan lang, hindi pala bagyo.
Yeah.
Kayo mga nasa playback, ha? Hi. To Enrix, I know. I'm funny like that. I'm stupid sometimes. Hi, Christian. And Tuna Pasta again. Thank you again. Playback.tv/magic899. We still have the Training and Assessment Development Head for A1, Sir Jarrell Cornelio with us. And of course, Miss Luna. Oh, Mrs. Luna Garcia. Women on Wheels program. Okay. Where did we leave off earlier? Anybody remember?
Actually, it's the Women on Wheels program.
Ayan, no, si Sir Jarrell paying attention. It is 3:56. That time check brought to you by Sprite. Cool ka lang, mainit ang summer. Refresh ka muna with Sprite. Okay. Mrs. Garcia.
Yes.
Doc Luna, how can one participate in Women on Wheels program?
Women on Wheels kasi is a program that was launched like decades ago. So it's a highly specialized program na i-commission siya if you want we partnered before with a gasoline company.
Gasoline company,
who would want to
Kami
empower
din.
women. Come on, let's do it. I mean,
Let's do it again.
Let's do it.
Oo.
I would want to, plan namin ni Aljon before was to bring it down to the schools. Diba? We want to educate kasi as much. But it's so hard if you don't have enough support eh. Kasi you need yung support of kahit na local government to be able to push things like this.
Why do you
Because
think,
it
Doc, na hindi nag-push through yung
regulations.
ganyan na support?
It's so hard kasi even our rules di ba, papalit-palit, di ba, our regulating bodies, the one governing the roads, or even, I don't want to name
I can
kasi,
see your reservation.
Yes, it's so hard kasi not to work if you're not well supported. And
That's
the
very
rules
true naman.
change.
Yeah.
Even with the mandates, they change like every so often. And it's so hard, I don't know if I speak for Aljun, but it's so hard for companies like them who would want to follow these rules na pa-change always changing We have to stick to whatever is mandated. Talaga specific.
Yeah.
Talaga man mandate
Mandate
talaga.
talaga.
Yeah,
Then they have to follow.
No, that's
And,
true.
I really commend si Aljun because the company strictly follows. And it's hard because syempre, it's still a business, but if you follow the rules, diba, it's not good for business. Ganun na nangyayari.
Chad said I bought a car jump starter, so I won't need another vehicle. Negatron, check radiator fan if it's working or not. One sign of overheating is fan not working. Okay?
And
then
aircon.
Good. Doing your homework, ha? Megatron?
Nice.
both, sino pa ba da? Like right now, ang lakas ng ulan sa Katipunan and no. Please educate those people who use flashers pag umuulan. And walang makita sa road. Like right now, ang lakas ng ulan sa Katipunan and I see some cars are using flashers while driving.
This is the blinkers, no? I mean the hazard lights, no? Sige, guys from A1, how would you educate the people who are listening right now? How important is it not to turn on your flashers?
Not to turn on talaga the hazard lights when it's raining. Kasi nakakalito Are you turning left? Are you turning right? So nalilito yung ibang road users It's better if you turn on your headlights.
Okay, but yung laban kasi ng ibang mga motorists, no, they want to be visible daw. So, how
hazards are used
how
for
fair is
emergency
that?
purposes.
Ang guilty tuloy yung mukha ko.
Diba?
No, kasi I mean like, Papa Jesus. No, kasi gumamit din ako noon. Pag, parang ginagaya ko lang yung,
Nasa
kasi diba, ba't sila nag-hazard? Mag-hazard
Ako
na
din.
rin ako.
I think, diba,
Time
it's
to get
slowing
idiot.
down, especially if you're in the highway.
Yeah.
Diba, especially the highway
Yes.
and there's zero visibility.
So
Hindi ka
bad
pwede
yun.
magmabilis. Diba, slow down and turning on your headlights,
It's more
marireflect
than
din
enough.
naman diba? It's more than enough because yung pag mabagal ka, hindi mo kailangan mag-brake. Suddenly, you would be on the safer side.
Kasi here in our culture kasi parang if one does it, the others follow diba?
And
So
before, parang there was I remember na may nagkarulo na pag ganyan naka-hazard kayo, then tinanggal nila rin. Naalala ko yan kasi ginagawa ko yun every time na uulan. You hazard para alam na, the cars. But, nag-backfire kasi nga, lalong nalito. Kasi nasa-stimulate yung vision mo diba? And others, they're very sensitive, lalong nagkakos ng, mishap.
yeah.
Alexa, hi to everyone, A1 Driving School staff. I always say hi to these people on Friday Madness. Suki nila since 2016.
Talaga?
Actually, 2011 pa ata. Pet peeve ko using yung blinkers. Use your effing blinkers when turning, sabi ni Negatron.
Yeah.
Polsky, usual suspect for overheat. Ano ba? Polsky? What?
Leakage in the red
Overheat, rad cap, fan, or leak? Rad cap?
Radiator cap.
Radiator cap. Okay, tamo, ganun ako kawalang alam. What if yung nasa harap mo pala naka-stop using hazard lights, Eddie head-on collision, diba? Okay, hi Aaron! Attorney Aaron's tuned in. I gotta take another short break. You guys, please keep those questions coming via playback or I think the phone line's finally working. As if naman. I'm looking at me.
say it.
As if, diba? I'm only gonna drop the call anyway. More of today's best music and Pit Stop when we return.
Magic 89.9.
Tina Ryan here on Pit Stop with Gamboa on Magic 89.
Porch
Yeah.
That time check is brought to you by
Energy.
Department of Energy, magkasama tayo para sa maginhawang bukas ng bagong Pilipinas. You have the power. Energy efficiency starts with you. There you go.
More energy, more passion.
More.
Welcome back to the show. Okay, by the way, on the 31st,
Nawala ako, sorry.
31st of May, Oh my gosh, that's in a few weeks. There is the very first BMW Motorrad Track Day. Oh, tayo pa. Alam mo, no? Wala po kaming alam dyan, but we're just plugging this for our friends. Hi, Tito Aaron. There is a 2,000 peso track fee. And if you want to get, I guess, get down and dirty on the track, yeah. And it's a very
Where's this?
one.
Where's this?
Clark.
Clark.
So they have lectures on how to use the track, do's and don'ts. Oh, diba? What do you think? We'll think about it. We'll think about
We really need training talaga before we step into that, you know.
Oh,
medyo extreme yan eh.
Yeah. Ayan. Devios and...
Mag-A1 muna tayo.
Oo nga
Thank you,
Ano
Ree.
naman yan?
Xiaoming
Yes.
Yuji ba to? Xiaoming Yuji, proud si Tin.
Huh?
Oh.
Hi.
Everyone on playback again / playback.tv/magic899. Hi, Lee Gustavo. Okay, so since we have a representative for the female drivers, how do you feel sometimes, Luna, when they say na, like, I'm sure narinig mo na yun. Ay, babae
Babae yan.
Oh, babae yan eh. Mga ganung comment.
Yeah,
In
what
fact
do
naman
you feel about
Kasi
that, no?
even I'd see women drivers who, put on makeup while on the road. Pag nag-stop, diba? And, diba?
Stoplight,
just
bawal
have to
ba?
accept it, pero
Si Sir Joel.
we also have to prove them wrong. Kasi ang dami namang women drivers na nag-excel in like, even in car
And
sports.
I mean, that
diba?
motion's
But,
over. Kasi may
that motion's
lady,
over,
may
yeah.
lady racers na
Because
tayo.
in A1 driving, ang mas mataas yung percentage na nag-aaral na babae. So you would know na mas mataas yung mga percentage ng babaeng nag-aaral ng tama. I mean, dumadaan sa tamang proseso.
So personally, ikaw, do you put on makeup during a stoplight?
You're still there.
No, I'm just wondering, baka may bawal ba? Bawal ba talaga? Sir,
Kasi hindi na attention eh. Hindi. Technically, bawal talaga. Because yung focus mo should be on the road and on your car.
Unless you're a passenger.
Unless na magaling ka mag-multitask. If
Guilty
you're
your honor.
Yun lang yun. It's like it's a hazard. But kung sanay ka na, it can be an excuse, but at the end of the day, bawal pa rin. Diba? Marami naman tayong rules
Anything-
now you can twist it, di ba, kung lulusot. Pero bawal. Just so you know, and everyone knows, bawal to do anything and just focus on
Basta your
driving.
hands must be on
You know?
the wheels.
Yes, all the time.
Paano kung gusto kong
May
ka-holding?
suggestion sa'yo, Tina.
Nakahold na sa
Di ba sabi naman
gear
ni Doc,
shifting lever.
Di ba?
Ginawa na sa dito.
Gusto ko ka-holding hand si Papa, ganun. Bawal din, Sir Jorel. Naku naman yung romantic moment. Okay, go. We were saying.
di ba sinasabi naman nila na you have to fix your rear view mirrors first. So while you're doing so, doon ka na mag-makeup.
Kaya,
Bago ka umalis, di
or
ba?
when you park your car na, di ba? When you're at your destination. di ba?
Yeah.
Pwede yun.
Oh.
Or before leaving. Anything in between. Kasi minsan,
I'm
who's
so
not guilty?
guilty. Oh
di
my
ba? Ako
gosh.
not guilty.
Nahiya
Ang
ako.
dami, multitasker tayo.
You're not
di
alone,
ba?
for sure.
Di ba? Basta as long as you're safe and other people on the roads are safe,
To your discretion,
Yeah.
Di ba?
basta safety first lagi.
Oh my gosh.
Yun yung take with that. Do anything basta safety. Diba? If
Safety
you can
first.
assure that. If you can assure. Ako lalo na when I'm the one in front of a traffic light, oh no, kailangan attentive ako kung kailangan papalit yung lights. Kasi alam mo na, the kamoter drivers and riders, others would
everywhere.
beat the light, others would go before, yung alam nila magcha-change na, they go ahead.
Yeah.
Diba?
Kasi ba, the
Parang
yellow
ganun.
light means fastest or faster.
Go faster.
Faster.
Oh, you should.
I didn't say that, guys. That's
No, I heard it I heard that from somewhere.
Yellow is caution.
Yes,
Slow
yes.
down.
Si Sir Jorel, you should stop.
No, I'm not guilty with that. I swear.
No, like this, siguro. Ideally, yellow means caution, but in reality, yellow
Yes.
go fast for other drivers.
Pero in some not driving schools, pero some people grew up understanding that it's slow down.
It is talaga caution because yellow means caution and caution means slowing down.
Ayan,
Diba?
okay,
Not
okay.
just, common knowledge naman talaga yun eh. Pero syempre kung makakalusot, diba?
Yeah.
It's a Pinoy thing.
Kaya nga uso na ang dash cams ngayon.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
there, like what you've mentioned earlier, no, the corruption within the system.
I did.
So it really starts. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, I will vouch for you. Diba? I mean, yeah, the corruption within the system. It starts with the people who are,
Yes.
instilling the rules of the roads, diba?
Yes.
Mm.
The corruption, that's two-way yan eh. Di ba? Pag walang yung ano mo yun, kaya ako, I would want an easy license renewal. I would go to people who can, make it for me. Di ba? So two-way yung corruption eh.
Yeah, not
Nandun
just
sa
the one
loob,
instilling
and
the
ako.
rules and no,
Diba?
but also the
I'm
ones
part
receive.
of that system.
That's very
Diba?
true.
If I support it. But if I don't, mamamatay ang sistema na yan.
That's true.
So talagang, di
May
ba,
demand.
conscious effort. Yes. Tama ka, may
Diba?
demand.
May demand eh.
Because lahat tayo, siguro gusto natin mapabilis lahat eh.
Yeah.
Di ba? May paraan eh. Di ba?
Negatron says, yellow light, bilisan mo, magre-red na.
Totoo naman.
Ano ba to, Sitch?
Diba?
Sitch, yes, kahit sa motorcycle, puro babae din malakas ang loob. Polski, just want to comment on road safety. It's all about discipline talaga. And let's admit, we lack on that aspect. Changing lanes, for example, mahilig tayo dyan. Lipat dito, lipat doon. I, for one, is guilty of of that at times. Pero nung nasa California ako, lumilipat lang ako ng lane 500 meters away dun sa lilikuan ko. Why? Because the law is strictly enforced.
Yun. We need to strictly enforce the laws.
Oo. Eh dito
And the
madali
law
500 eh,
enforcements,
diba?
diba? Kailangan. Alam nila. It happens. Ako nahuhuli ako pero pag alam mo yung right mo, nahuhuli ako na something na hindi ko naman ginawa. May CCTV daw. Sabi ko, sige, review natin yung CCTV.
You know
or
what?
whatever. Yun yung panlaban nila eh. Review natin CCTV. Or sabi ko, bawal yan. Kasi dapat, di ba, ang mga law enforcement, isa ka lang dun sa station mo, hindi kayo pwede magkumpol. Parang ganoon, di ba? Binabantayan nila any mistake of the road user eh, di ba? So, as long as you alam mo yung rights mo and you follow rules.
Oh my gosh,
I
wait
think,
you guys.
Yes.
So, yeah, as long as you know the rules, I'll go.
Oh yeah, okay. Yun lang. Yan, di ba? Kaya proper education talaga.
I want to say big shout out. A big shout out to dear friend Doc Alex Santa Maria. Woo! District 2. Woo!
Hi, Doc.
Hi, Doc. Congratulations. We love you. Number 1 sa puso ko si Doc Alex. Nice. Okay.
So
Cats.
500 meters daw,
Diba?
Tina.
In
Bago ako maliwa.
California.
In
California.
California.
Dito ka naman 500 pesos nga.
500 pesos.
Wala.
Alam mo, back to Sir Jorel pala, meron akong question. Kasi meron na din tayo, Sir Jorel, nung mga apps na yan eh.
Yeah.
Diba? How do you... ano na ang future ng... Where is that? Ano? Ang ganda pa.
I don't think-
Yan. Driving apps, telematics, even dash cams. Ano po ba to? Are these things helping us make better drivers?
It's a guide,
Actually,
probably,
yun, tama yun. Guide or pwedeng makatulong. Pero but still, dapat natin still sa isip natin, once we drive, we should follow the rules of the road, the law, and especially yung enforcement of the law.
Nag-raise ako.
Diba?
Go, Doc.
Nag-raise ako ng hand.
Oh nga, si Sir Jorel ba may dash cam? May dash cam kayo?
Yes, all of the vehicle of A1 driving has a dash.
Okay. Then I guess because
Requirement po
required
ng
na.
LTO yan.
For the school.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Pero, I mean, like, talking about the app, no? Pero nothing beats the first-hand feel of training,
Yes,
diba?
I think so too. Lahat naman, if you want to learn something, ang dali mag-search eh.
YouTube, diba?
YouTube, anything,
Yes,
and then we'll
yes.
teach you, diba, step by step.
Yes.
But when you try, if you want to experience, diba, learning how to drive the proper way, because they have a uniform instruction. They want ito yung makakover. They too, ito yung makakover. So you would really learn if you take the full course. Pero pag
Yes.
i-half mo lang, don't expect you would learn lahat. You would learn the
So you
basics
just
and then,
use these apps to your advantage. Since,
yes.
kumbaga, hindi na kayo mahihirapan magturo lalo ng
For me,
students.
kunyari,
Guys, so-
ways or anything, yung decision making, na processing mo,
Hindi
naman nagagamit di ba? Huwag ka na mag-waste. Kung traffic, enjoy traffic. Listen to
Magic
Magic.
89.9.
Oh, listen to
Diba?
Pit
Listen to
Stop.
Magic.
Ah.
89.9, ganon.
Nag-time
Kasi
check na ba
diba,
tayo? Wait lang, guys. Kailangan malaman ng mga na-stuck sa traffic. It is 4:22. Time check brought to you. Ay, nagawa mo na pala yun.
Ayan, oo. Nagawa ko na yan.
Magaling.
Magaling ka.
May energy naman,
Guys,
diba?
Meron tayong listener na nanonood sa sa Roma. Buongiorno! Buongiorno! I miss that
Hello
place.
po.
Yes.
Watching and listening from Rome, this is These Tests. Since I drive also in the Philippines, here the norm of blinking or flashing lights is you're allowing the car in front to pass. But in the Philippines, if you do that, it means you need to pass or informing the car in front of you that you're passing.
Yeah.
Or mali ako. Can you explain the right thing? Ano po ba dito?
Actually,
pong
in advance, you can use the flasher, flashing of headlight.
Yung ganun-ganon.
Para hindi na mag-go yung lalabas to the next intersection. So malayo pa lang. Kasi if you use your horn, maaaring hindi niya yung marinig. But when he flashed the lights, visible yun dun sa
Nice.
traffic ahead.
Okay.
Hindi universal yung rule na yun. Diba? It depends yata on
The
each
culture na.
country.
Yeah.
Here, when you flash, you go first. In
Ay,
other
di-
countries,
you know
when
what happens
flash, you
here.
let the other car
Yeah.
go first.
In Japan.
Diba?
Ganon sa Japan.
You're asking for a way
Okay.
when you flash.
Here.
Oh.
Here po. Okay, that's Sir
Ano
Jarrell.
ka?
Okay. Got
What's
it.
the rule here?
Dito nga sa Parañaque, yung mga enforcers ang lilinaw ng mata at nakikita yung riders na nakasandals at slippers.
Yeah.
Pero yung mga walang helmet na nasa harapan, hindi makita. Shout out sa inyo. Polski, isa ka pa.
Nice one.
Nice one. Galing po yun kay Polski, guys. I approve. Okay? Polski, just claim your prize. Okay. Watching while driving. Haha, joke. Negatron, ha? We're promoting safety here on the road.
Naka-passenger naman kasi siya.
Oo.
At
Ayan.
naka-seatbelt pa.
Ay, baka, totoo nga naman. Totoo naman yan. Okay. Oh my gosh! What? I'm so touched right now. Guess who's listening? Colonel Nebriha. Colonel Nebriha, naiiyak ako. Please come back here, Colonel.
Yes, please. Wala ako dito nung ano eh.
Colonel,
nung
please.
Nag-show kayo.
You have a home here. Road safety is a shared responsibility.
Yes.
We miss you here, Colonel.
100%.
Idol.
Ayan. Oo nga, si Idol, Colonel. Okay.
I-interview na namin si ano yan. Nito namin siya one time pala when my dad was still here. I mean, with us. Not here in Magic.
Oh, sa ano? On
Yeah.
purpose.
Motoring today.
Oh, motoring
Yeah.
today. Cassie says, dito, pag nag-flash ka, atat nasa likod.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then maybe one last question for Luna, for
Yes.
women on,
Women on wheels.
Women on wheels.
Let's do it. Yes.
What inspired you to join the Women on Wheels movement? And what does being part of this movement mean to you?
Inspired me, maybe yung support kay Alvin. The frustration of, being able to discipline or even just teach the Filipino drivers that safety. And I felt his frustration and being able to help him just, connect or diba, and bring it out there. I think that would be an inspiration. And women, to empower women, diba, the confidence in driving alone. Na alam nila na they could do anything, diba? Women now are very, very empowered.
Yeah,
Bakit
iba
hindi
na.
pa gawin natin sa skill of driving? Na pag may nangyari, they know what to do. Hindi yung magdadial agad, to call their significant
Babe!
other or their parents. Diba?
Daddy.
Magugulat na lang when they get home, ito yung nangyari sa akin. I was able to change the tire. I was able to, check the oil or yung the regulator.
Ang ganda ko siguro sa
Then,
paningin no.
Yes.
Parang,
Iba.
teka lang, nagpapalit ako ng gulong.
That program, like, they set up like three to 5 cars, and there are groups of women helping each other changing a tire or letting one do it by herself. Iba yung feeling na on the no. And the safety. We also invited like people from the PNP to teach women drivers how to, keep themselves safe, especially driving at night.
Colonel Nebriha kaya, sama natin
diba?
sa Women
Why
on
not?
Wheels.
Yes.
Oo.
So yung the
Tara na,
spokesperson
Colonel. Let's
to
go.
be able to share what the women needs to do to ensure their safety, especially yung long travel, yung mga ganyan at night. Diba? Ako, I would say na, driving, sabi ko, just, don't open your doors. It's naman masama if you run over those people who would, try to attack you. Hindi mo maiwasan diba? Even EDSA. When you drive EDSA, suddenly may magbubukas ang car door mo, diba?
Yeah.
So lock your door.
Delikado nga
like
yun.
that. Sobrang and knowing what to do. Hindi ka pwedeng bumaba in the middle of EDSA at habulin mo yun, diba? Parang ganun.
Shout out to Colonel Nebriha. Walang kamoting nakalagpas sa kanya.
Oh, good job!
Bigyan ng helmet yan.
Yeah. I love it.
Cass says again, heavy tint ako kasi bully ako ng jeepney drivers and enforcers. They bully girl drivers. Really? They still do?
Well, some try to. But it's not the norm anymore.
Okay. Even though even how rich I am, I don't buy dagdag sakit sa ulo. Lee Gustavo, I don't buy a car even though I'm rich daw. Ay, parehas tayo. Oh. Sir Jarrell, anything, ano pong mapapayo nyo sa mga beginner, women drivers na beginner?
Actually, they have to enroll to a driving school. Nowadays, one of the modules of LTO, first you have to study the traffic laws, rules, and regulation through the theoretical driving course. Ang unang pinag-aaralan ngayon ng student, yung batas, traffic.
Oh, man.
The Republic Act 4136, the Republic Act 10930.
4136.
Yes, 4136 is the Traffic Code of the Philippines.
Traffic code.
Yeah. So, yan na yung pinag-aaralan.
Tapos ano po yung isa?
Then, the Republic Act 10930. This time, if you are aware,
Mudugoy ilong ko.
wala kang violation, then, every time na mag-renew ka ng lisensya is the validity will extend to 10 years.
10 years. 10 years.
Wala ka 10 years. So, yun.
Walang huli.
Oh my gosh.
So, if you don't have any violation, na nag-renew ka. Dati it's 5 years. Pag nag-renew ka, 10 years na magiging validity.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Kaya lang, for every violation, it will be recorded. You will get a demerit points.
Oh.
So you won't be able to apply for another 10 years?
No,
if ever?
no. Pagka may violation ka,
Oh,
hindi ka na pwede for
man. No, pero wala pa naman ako. So.
Back to 5 years.
Oh my
Back to
gosh.
5.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
wow. Okay.
That's big.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yun na nga, for beginner drivers, dapat talaga is magdaan sila through a driving school. Hindi lang basic yung matututunan, not unlike magpapaturo lang sila. And isa pa, they have to take in consideration na kailangan na nila ng theoretical driving course certificate. Hindi na sila makakakuha ng student permit without attending the course. Then after that, after getting the student permit, they have to enroll to a practical driving course naman on a minimum of 8 hours.
8 hours.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to spend time. You have to make time for that.
Can you learn for 8 hours using a manual transmission vehicle or even automatic vehicle? Baka kulang yun. So for us, for beginners, ang recommendation namin is around 20 to 30 hours. Ang full course namin is 30 hours.
Hindi naman yan one time.
Hindi naman. You can do it 2 hours in a day, 2 hours
Hindi kasing
in a day.
8 hours pwedeng one day di ba?
Yes, yes.
Oo. Pero yung 30 hours, di ba?
Oh, i-break
Just for
down.
everyone's knowledge,
Yun talaga magagaranti namin na talagang
Parang OJT, no?
makakapag-isa ka ng mag-drive. Diba?
May number of hours.
If you complete.
I can't thank you both enough for stopping by, and I'm a little ashamed that I've just heard of Women on Wheels.
So, ano yan?
So off air we're gonna discuss how Pit Stop can partner with Women on Wheels. We may blessing na ni Hobby. Oh, diba? Sir Jarrell, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you had a good time, and we do hope to have you back here and educate everyone.
Pwedeng i-promote ko lang yung newly open store namin.
Yes, please.
Saan
In
po?
Juan Ayala.
Teka.
Okay.
Oh, sa ano po? I love that mall.
Makati.
Ang dami masarap doon, Sir Jurel.
It's very big, spacious siya. Meron siyang they can attend for a theoretical driving course and even the practical driving.
Okay. Well, you know what? The one of the bosses here, baka pwede tayo magpa-discount. Diba?
Yan gusto ko eh.
Yan, yung mga gusto po mag-enroll. Nandito pa yung big boss natin. Baka meron tayong special discount. We'll tell you about it after the break. Again, this is Pit Stop for those who just tuned in. More of today's best music, and I believe we's got a few news. Yeah? Coming right up.
Stick around.
Yes, do not go anywhere.
Magic 89.9.